What's up, y'all? My name is Andre Hopkins, also known as Andre Interview, and today I'm joined here by Envy head coach Stunner. How are you feeling?
Fucking horrible. Mhm.
Yeah, all right, I'll just hop right into it. So, first question here, just what do you think went wrong today in the lobby?
Uh, I mean, getting thrashed that hard, there's uh, there's a lot going wrong, to be honest. You're not executing what you do in practice. You're not on the same page. You know, your communication's bad. There's just infinite things that are going wrong. You can't lose that bad without like everything going wrong. And yeah, everything that could have went wrong today. And yeah, we sat back and we just decided to lose, to be honest. That's the reality is we sat back and we let them take over the game and yeah, they were playing very well themselves, but yeah,
Mhm.
everything everything. That's all I can say. It's everything.
Yeah,
Everything's wrong.
no,
Like
I
we
get it.
like
Yeah, I get it. I've played some sports before, so I kind of understand the vibe of when you just kind of go out there and it just feels like the whole plan went out the window. Is that kind of like a vibe? It just feels like it's like everything went wrong.
it's not the vibe. It's just like when it comes down to execution, we just started doing stuff that we didn't do in practice before. Our the reality is our scrim results are good, but if they're not translating into the match, it's not good enough. It's so we got to find out the issue. There's no vibes problems. Like the guys are not vibing away. I'm sure the vibes could have been up even more if we're winning rounds, but you got to find a way to get back into it. It doesn't matter the score of the game. A lot of players are not looking at the score of the game. They're just focused on what they have to do on the next round. So I don't really have that issue. It's just the game plan didn't get stuck to, and we lost because of it. It's just that simple.
All right. So, second question here. So, on map two, we saw the kind of early timeout on I think it was round three. Was there a reason that you didn't call a second one? Was it just you believed in the calling, or was it something else?
I just didn't call a second one because they're saying the solution to the middle of the round. Like, you can just see the rounds; they're just falling apart because we're just doing stuff that makes zero sense. Like, you watch it as a viewer, you watch it as a coach, you watch it as a player. You could be a silver one player and you can watch that game and realize some of the mistakes that are going on. Um, but yeah, there's no saving that. Like, they were happening all day today, and they're just going to continue to happen. No timeout will save that. To be honest, like you just see people solo peeking, not getting on the same page. We don't even know if they're in sight, which is just how is that even possible? So yeah, the second timeout wouldn't have saved them. They had a game plan, they had the right ideas on how to beat them on the defender side. So yeah, and at that point it didn't matter. There's no point in calling an attack timeout because to be honest, what we were doing was right. What we were doing was right, but what they did was also right. They actually guessed they I'm pretty sure on their pistol they sat in spawn, and then in another round we did an A rush and they re-cleared us from flank, and we knew that we had to fight into the flank, and then we just all took ones, which is just come on guys. So there's no time that's gonna save them. We're just completely on a different page today. I don't know what was going on in comparison to practice. I gotta talk to them on an individual level. So
Mm-hmm. So, do you think so? It was kind of like a when you're watching the rounds kind of play out at the start, you think you have the right call, and then as it's going on, you feel like it's kind of like breaking down.
yeah, I'm listening in the pre-round and like we have the right call of like what to do, and then yeah, it's just falling apart. Like the mid round is falling apart, the individual micro is falling apart, like the decision making, like and the plan making is yeah, it's falling apart. So when your head's not screwed on and you're not making the right decision on that day, like you said, you play sports before, it's not gonna get it doesn't just all of a sudden like click. It's gonna stay off for the day. So you have to stick to your game plan like that you are practicing in scrims, but we're not even doing that. So then the game's lost. You've lost the game at that point. And yeah, that's honestly that like funny enough, that's the first time that this has happened this year, so it's not that big of a deal. It really sucks, but yeah, like that's the first time where I've seen all of us be like, we don't have our brains on today. So it's, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, embarrassing loss to be honest.
Okay. So during maps one and two, as you're watching the coach booth, was there anything you can obviously you probably can't go too much in detail, but anything particular you were noticing where you were like, this isn't right, this isn't kind of like what was the vibe in the coaching booth?
What's the vibe in the coaching booth?
Yeah.
Me sitting there saying, "What the f? Like, what are we doing? Pretty much, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing? Like if I could show you like a heat map of scrims and how we play in scrims against many different comps, they are not even going to look remotely the same as in both on bind and fracture in comparison to that match. So that is a massive problem. That is a massive, massive problem where I mean, yeah, you, we're not on the same page. So for that match specifically, that's the only time it's happened. So I can't really complain about other matches, but yeah.
So just kind of a disconnect from practice to the official today.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Because I mean, yeah, that's it. Like I called a pause. I called a pause on the bind, and then the solutions are being made, and then we're losing on a micro level. And there's like, you can call a pause and say like, oh, you guys need to do like, we need to connect better. Our communication needs to be better. And yeah, I've done that before in the past, but even then, like today, for example, uh, the communication is just falling apart like in a split second, and there's some micro that's missing, and that was brought up. But it's like you can pause and call it out again. But if the solution is there, it's like at what point do you call the pause again? To break the momentum, you can do that. There's like so much options. And yeah, probably on the first game I would have called another pause, but in the fracture, like the game was, yeah, there's too many mistakes to fix at once in that timeout.
Okay. So one of the biggest storylines for this team going to stage one was the Yoru nerf and it affecting, the team identity built around Yoru. But we've seen Eggster kind of come into his own playing these smokes and playing like Phoenix. How do you feel just as a coach seeing the way he's playing and just how do I want to phrase it? Just how do you think the team has been affected and fixed the problems with the Yoru nerf?
Um, I mean, yeah, he's doing a good job, man. It's a really hard job to do. You got to show up. You're a professional player. He's giving it his all. I'm sure he can give more. Every player can give more, but yeah, he's doing a good job. I think I don't think it affected the team environment. I mean, metas change. You have to be able to adapt. Every year the meta changes somewhat, and um yeah, I mean, if you either adapt or you don't, it's just that simple. Like the teams that are adapting to that meta change of the Phoenix Neon are winning, and the teams that are not are losing. That's like there's like a statistic on that. The teams that are playing non-mirror win rates, there it's very, very high for them. And I could say like, oh, we could switch that on every map, but the reality is our scrim results are showing that we are doing a good job. So yeah.
Because when I talked to Poppin before the stage, one of the things I brought up was I thought Eggster had such great mechanical ability anyway that he could probably pick up anything. And I think we've seen that, especially with the Phoenix today on the brim. Like he was, I don't think it's ever been a mechanical issue for him. Like he's been playing pretty well recently.
Yeah, I mean, Egg's not gonna have a mechanical issue. Like the thing is like when you're a professional player, everyone can shoot their gun. That's
Mhm.
just the reality. Obviously, there's like outliers where you got some very special cases of like really insane aimers, and those guys are the outliers. And then you have the opposite, which is the very low end, which they're mechanically not there. But Egg's not one of those guys. Like he's like a very strong player, and he can shoot his gun very well. And he played a very hard agent, and he's going to simpler agents, so he's not gonna struggle that much.
Okay, so going into next week, you guys will face G2. How do you feel going into that game, and what do you think needs to change to be able to take down G2?
I think it's like a cliche answer, but like play how we do in scrims. Like that's the reality is like if the thing is if you're a team at this level, you you can see your scrim results and you realize like okay, our scrim results are good, so there's only one decision. You're doing good. Is this going to translate to the match? Okay, yes or no? And then if it's not, you're not doing well. It's like okay, we got to change something. And for us, I will say like we don't really have issues in scrims for the most part. It's not like we're scrimmy. To be honest, we play like very similarly in matches, but we just gotta put our you know our head on straight. To be honest, that's the thing. Like if we had played how we did against C9 last week, we would have won today. But there's low energy, low focus, low intensity, low like getting on the same page, communication, like everything was wrong today. Just everything. Like I said, you you can't lose that way without everything going wrong, to be honest. And on top of that, they play well. Like I don't want to take away anything from Lev. They played amazing. Those guys played amazing. We played horribly, and we gotta put our head on straight. If we can put our head on straight, that's. I mean, we'll have a close match. They're a strong team too. So hopefully we can screw it on properly.
So this game's more of an outlier for just as a general performance wise.
Yeah, I think like if I were to say like each game so far, like Loud, I mean, yeah, Loud we lost. But to be honest, from um like a standpoint, it was like kind of more like nerves, and then we couldn't find the solution in the middle of the game, and that caused us issues, and I had to burn 2 timeouts. We definitely got like a little flustered in that game for many reasons, and then yeah, we clicked it. We like clicked all of our minds together, and we figured it out that week on C9, and we really did well. And then yeah, this week our brain has been off the entire week. And then it carried over into the match, to be honest. Even though the scrim results are decent and this week, like you could still feel like a disconnect where we are not on the same page. So yeah, it carried over to the match today.
Okay. And then I actually want to move to something outside of the game real quick. So it was recently announced you were selected to be the head coach for Team Canada coming up. What does that mean for you?
Yeah, I mean it means everything. Like it's an amazing feeling being selected. There's, a lot of candidates for Team Canada, a lot of great guys. Um yeah, I mean it means everything. I'm like I have no words to describe it, to be honest. Representing your country is, I made a tweet about it. Representing your country is like this insane honor, and I'm super honored to be able to represent my country and hopefully gather a bunch of guys that are very like-minded and want to represent their country and win for their country.
Yeah, because I saw the hat. You big hockey fan?
I am, and my team sucks. So now my team sucks. It sucks for work, and they suck when I watch them. So it's amazing.
Yeah, I'm a Kraken fan. I kind of get it. It's been rough
You're a
over
Kraken
here.
fan? Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, amazing game to watch. Hockey, I love watching hockey, man.
I've only recently become a fan, so I'm not gonna act like I'm super knowledgeable.
Yeah, I mean it's a good team, good starter team, to be honest.
All right, and then
Are
do
you
you have
from
any
Seattle? What's going on
from
there?
From Washington? Yeah.
From Washington?
Yep.
Oh wait, is it Washington Krakens?
It's Seattle, but the team's based in
Is it-
Washington. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah.
Interesting. Cool. That's
Which
cool.
was weird that we picked the Kraken, but that's another side tangent completely.
That's
And then
not a bad. That's not a bad mascot, honestly. You know
it's
what's
cool.
crazy? I've watched hockey since I was a kid, and I never realized that the Minnesota Wild is a bear since I was a kid. I didn't realize that. How crazy is that? Like
It's
I'm
like
like
in the
staring at them.
logo,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I'm like it's their logo. Like they have the trees and everything. And I used to play like NHL all the time when I was a kid growing up, and I never noticed that. How is that even possible? Like how how can I not see it? I'm not an artsy guy, I guess. Like funny.
Yeah. It happens to the best of us, you know.
Yeah.
And then last question: do you have any words just for the Envy fans as a whole?
Oh man, I mean, all I gotta say is the Envy fans, like, bro, I'm so sorry for this week. I'm sorry you even had to watch this match. Like, actually, embarrassment from us. We all know this. We will be better. I promise you. Like, we are trying to get better. We're every day, and I promise you that the results will hopefully show in the coming weeks, and we won't show an embarrassment of the performance like that. I'm very confident, you guys. I'm very confident. Envy fans, like, if we can translate what we need to matches, which we've done before, so it shouldn't be an issue, we are on the right path. If if we can't, then obviously, we're gonna struggle, and you guys are gonna see us lose. But yeah, I'm very confident. Um, and yeah, keep rooting for us, and I promise you, you will be rewarded in the long term.
All right, thank you for your time. Excited to watch the Stanley Cup, and good luck to you guys next week against you two.
Thank you, Andre. Have a good one.
Thank you. You too.